So now when you read Mishnah Yoma 39b verse 5, it says, the sages taught during the tenure of Shimon HaTzadik, the lot for God always arose in the high priest's right hand. After his death, it occurred only occasionally. But during the 40 years prior to the destruction of the Second Temple, the lot for God did not arise in the high priest's right hand at all. So too, the strip of crimson wool that was tied to the head of the goat that was sent to Azazel did not turn white, and the westernmost lamp of the candelabrum, or the menorah, did not burn continually, as it's supposed to. Okay, so what they're saying is, God basically gave Israel these signs that on Yom Kippur, that he had forgiven them of their sins, and that they were in right standing with him. And so one of these signs was that the lot ascribed to Yahweh would always appear in the right hand of the high priest when the lots were cast for the 2 goats of Yom Kippur. Another sign was that the strip of scarlet dyed wool, which was tied to the head of the scapegoat, always turned white during the Yom Kippur service. But the sages actually report in the Mishnah that beginning in 30 CE, all 3 of those signs stopped occurring, indicating that God had removed his favor from the land, from the leadership of Israel, and that he did not look on them with favor. So, but there's a 4th sign, and that was that the doors of the holy place opened by themselves. So now Luke records the veil was torn at the death of Yeshua. That's in Luke 23:45. Now we go back to the Mishnah. Mishnah Yoma continues on, and this is 39b verse 6. And it says, and the doors of the sanctuary opened by themselves as a sign that they would soon be opened by enemies, until Rabban Yohanan ben Zakkai scolded them. He said to the sanctuary, 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 why do you frighten yourself with these signs? I know about you that you will ultimately be destroyed, and Zechariah son of Iddo has already prophesied concerning you. Open your doors, O Lebanon, that the fire may devour your cedars, Lebanon being an appellation for the temple. So this guy that the Mishnah is talking about, Yochanan ben Zakkai, he was referencing the prophet Zechariah in chapter 11. And there, Zechariah prophesied destruction of the temple and the removal of a covenant of favor upon Judah. There, interestingly enough, Zechariah also prophesied, that's where he prophesied 30 pieces of silver being given to the potter.